have an APC's location, sir. Just 3 more of the militia's top men to put behind bars. Calling all support teams. Enemy vehicle in pursuit. Send reinforcement. Hold on. Backup is en route.
To Divinity Church. Riddler won't give up out there. His pride won't let him.
You'll break his spirit, sir. I've every confidence.
Jeez, he's coming after us! Hold it! Come on, get us out of here! He's coming after us! More, is that what I think it is? It's Batman! Stop on it! Back her up! The road's blocked! They'll be sorry now. So that's...
Unexamined life is not worth living, Detective. And I've been wondering why I let you aggravate me so. You're a cheat and a liar. A dressed-up strongman playing with expensive toys. World's greatest detective, ha! And everyone from Gotham to Star City believes it. I cannot abide a fraud detective, a dilettante masquerading amongst his intellectual betters, stealing every last scrap of appreciation, dignity, and respect. Welcome, detective, to the drain I'm going to figuratively and quite possibly literally flush you down. The goal of this aquatic examination could not be simpler, detective. Lower the water like so. Before that, however, it's time for a riddle. Riddle me this, detective. What do bats do when they're at home? Not quite, detective. Well done, detective. I think you're getting the hang of it. No, detective. You must avoid the rotating spiky blades of death. Not quite, detective. Wish. Is it merely incompetence at carrying out said inclination that has kept you alive so long? That's one, Batman. The water might be lower, but you're still out of your depth. Look at you, detective. Hanging there in that hideous machine like a particularly ugly chandelier.
this. What's dead? You!
Look at you, detective. Hanging there in that hideous machine like a particularly ugly chandelier.
Explosive directly to destroy that wall.
Another switch? When the water is almost as low as Catwoman's chances of freedom. Why don't you celebrate with my friends? You to destroy the robot. I did. It's all part of my immaculately constructed master plan. So there. Struggling, detective? I'm afraid you're running several minutes behind my projections. This is why my projections were off. I failed to consider both your incompetence and your stupidity as two distinct variables. Apologies, detective. I will recalculate post-haste. Excellent. You are barely keeping up to the precise degree my equations predict. Careful on your way out. Designed riddle, an unfair death trap, really comes down to user error.
Hey, Eddie. Can't we play a different game? This one's...
Oh, this is too tense to watch. Thank goodness I'm recording it for posterity. Thank goodness.
Here's hoping Eddie hasn't started cheating. And they say black cats are bad luck.
Another key, well done. Of course, you'll lose all 9 lives in an instant should I push this detonator.
Another door unlocked. What a surprise.
Catwoman, this evening is not about you. Wait, Batman. Wait. I have always been the smartest man in the room, Detective, forced to endure the suspicions and mockery of those whose meager mental faculties prohibited them from appreciating that fact. And then you appear in Gotham, dressing up your cognitive capabilities marginally superior as they are to that of the average hoodlum, in the guise of a crusading hero. And oh, how the people swoon. To the orphanage, hero! It's time to rejoin Catwoman for another trial.
Sir, I'm sending you the location of an APC. The malicious lieutenants are running scared. Don't let up now. Enemy in pursuit. I'm near the movie studio. Let me help now. Support is on its way. Hang in there. No way you're stopping me! Stop him! Taking fire! Get him off me! Lead vehicle is down. All units
Malicious lieutenants are all but wiped out. Serena's still trapped in the orphanage. Together we'll get her out.
God, what's he doing? What's he doing? He's tailing us. Keep driving.
It doesn't take much to tame a cat.
You're back.
I said I'd get you out of here.
I know. It's just... nothing. Let's get to the next room, okay? Before my head explodes.
Well, hello again to my favorite comedy double act. I'd just like to say what a novelty it's been constructing riddle chambers for 2 half-wits instead of 1. Why, that's practically a whole wit between you. Dark Knight, when you failed your feline friend and are done mourning over her headless corpse, perhaps we'll do this again with, Robin? Or maybe that prodigal son of yours over in Bloodhaven. No, Dark Knight, you're way off the mark. The mark.
Can you get up there?
The ceiling? Easy.
Riddle me this. Can a maze still amaze if it doesn't have walls? Stuck, you two? When the answer strikes you, it'll be like a cartoon light bulb flashing above your head.
You know, I had to disable a security system like this when I robbed Queen Industry. Never mind.
Halfway there. Now for a final twist.
Nearly there, Selena.
What a shock. For you, I mean, Detective. I was expecting it. Did that hurt, Catwoman? Good. That pain is what stupidity feels like.
Oh, Eddie, you're going to feel very, very stupid when I catch up with you.
Done on this side.
Okay, done over here.
Congratulations! And now your reward. Robot!
That one. waste any time here. This one's for you, Eddie.
Fine. The key. Take the key. I suppose you've just about earned it.
When I get out of here, I'm sticking this collar around Eddie's neck.
Well, how clever the pair of you must feel. How smug. Well, I hate to intrude upon this miserable little moment of victory, but I wanted you to be aware you're very unlikely to see one another again. Catwoman, the Batman will fail you, because waiting for him beneath Ronalop Ferry Terminal is my greatest trial.
Batman, are we?
Don't let what Riddler said get to you.
Eddie is an idiot, but he's an idiot who built a series of underground death traps across the city.
And?
And I just wanted to say, be safe. This is definitely your mess, and I appreciate you cleaning it up. But just be careful while you do it, okay?
This is your chance with Catwoman, Batsy. She's vulnerable, trapped in an abandoned orphanage.
Only one militia APC left, sir. Sending you the location now.
Speaking of which, I went back to the afterlife to check on Talia. And, well, we got to talking about how you basically murdered us both. She started crying.
Batman's in pursuit. I need help. Send support teams on my position. Enemy engaging. Taking enemy fire. I'm taking damage. Another support unit gone. I just took a hit. Stop it, whatever it takes. I have Batman in sight. Ram that son of a bitch. Support team dispatched. Lead vehicle.
Alfred, the last APC. It's gone.
I'm picking up scattered comms. It's just as we thought. The militia are in disarray. Well done, sir. Sterling effort.
Oh man, it's him! Don't worry, he ain't catching up.
It's 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0.
This is it, Dark Knight. We're done. Well, you're done for, at least. I must admit that I'm feeling quite charitable at the moment of my triumph. So I will give you a choice. Rather than carry on towards your humiliation and death, I will simply let you drive away in return for a signed statement testifying towards my superior intelligence and conceding that I have utterly checkmated you. Oh, the cat will remain a hostage, of course, a symbol of your failure. My, you're actually going to attempt it. Very well. But this is my finest work, Detective. My masterpiece, my Enigma Resistant. So, let us take that inexplicably life-size children's toy for its final drive. This is it, Dark Knight. Your Toodleberg, your Bay of Pigs, your ultimate defeat. That's it, Detective. Drive faster, drive headlong into defeat. To clarify, Detective, this bit is not the surprise. What? Impossible! That cannot be! You should have fallen to your death. I calculated the curvature precisely. I've got the equations right here. I don't understand. How are you still alive? Oh, of course. You got lucky, didn't you? It was luck. Luck! The kindly lifeguard of the idiot. I can hardly factor luck into my equations now, can I? I'm not a homeopath. You've been waltzing with Lady Luck your whole life, Detective. But now the music stops. Farewell, Dark Knight. No, Detective, turn around! Hurry up, Detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. I knew it! I knew you'd fail! To think you had me worried. How embarrassing. Don't tell anyone. Come on, Detective! Back to the start of the course! Back to the start of the course! When you failed that last lap, I could see the headlines, Detective. Riddler triumphant. Batman disgraced. Gotham awed. And to think, I was actually concerned you may succeed. I forgot who I was dealing with for a minute there. Don't be ashamed to have failed, Detective. This isn't a racetrack. It's an immaculately constructed work of art. It is perfection. No! This isn't right. This isn't possible. This isn't happening. I am the Riddler, and you shall not defeat me! Since you cannot even be counted on to kill yourself, I will do it for you. I'm controlling the mechanisms now. Controlling mechanisms. The other way, Detective. You'll make a mistake. Of course you will. I know you will. Dark Knight. Don't tell me I need to hover in front of you waving a flag to get you to turn around. Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. A quite stunning failure. Not fast enough, Detective. Any idiot could do this if he had all day. Any idiot could do this if he had all day. If you're feeling vainglorious enough for another attempt, Dark Knight, you must trundle back to the start of the course. By all means, fail. fail as much as you like. I want you to know, Detective, that I'm recording all your attempts at this for posterity. And for my social media presence, of course. Make your peace, Dark Knight. This really is it. It has to be. Faster, Batman. Like Hermes! Or if you prefer, that Roman knockoff Mercury. Hurry up, Detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. A quite stunning failure. Would you like to try again, Detective? You'll fail once more. Fail. More. Feel that, Detective? It's called humiliation. Come back to the start of the course and I'll serve up some more. Don't worry, Detective. You have until dawn. Not that it'll make any difference. You're going backwards, Dark Knight. Is this a valiant attempt at a joke? Goodbye. Stop not dying! Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. That's more like it, Detective. You failed! For the briefest moment, you almost seemed capable. Turn around, you dark knucklehead. The other way, Detective. Other way. Come now, Detective. Time waits for no man. And I wait for no Batman. Not good enough. Too slow, Detective. Incompetent boy racer. Detective, you stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. You did it. The key. Now you collect the key. Those are the rules, and I have to follow the rules, don't I? I set them after all.
Okay, almost there.
Can you trust him, Cat?
And here we go. Oh, that's it. No more.
Congratulations, Catwoman. You are now free. Free to take my final exam. To take my final exam.
Eddie, I didn't know you'd started cheating. I'm disappointed.
I dissemble. I artfully obfuscate. But I do not cheat. As you and Batman will discover when you attempt my final riddle room. Riddle room. Do you have a photographic memory, Detective? Because I do. I can summon your sneering features at will. That is when they don't burst unbidden into my brain. I have perfect recall, too. I can remember every time you've hurt me. Sometimes I wake up, Dark Knight, to the feel of your hands around my neck, your carbon fiber-coated fists smashing into my solar plexus. How dare you brutalize me? Me! Your intellectual superior. You're better. Me, Edward Nygma, the Riddler, and the world's greatest everything. You're a thug, Detective, a bullying emblem of the arrogant notion that might makes right. Come back to the orphanage, where I will end you and the unjust things you stand for.
Now's my chance to free Selina from torment. This sick game has gone on long enough.
Agreed, sir. Best of luck.